Okay, ba-ba-da-ba, boom, let's get straightened out right here, kids. Songs in A minor. No, we're not going to do classical gas. This is God of the Impossible, which is in A minor. This is one of the new songs Leanne and I have done, and A minor. I'm going to walk you through all the chords. The funny thing is Leanne always does something different to chords, either an embellishment or a bass shift. So in this case, A minor, first finger, second string, first fret, second and third fingers on the third and fourth string, second fret. Normal A minor, but Leanne wanted the 5 in the bass, the E. So we're not, so you'll hear, so it's boom, 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 boom. Okay? More mysterious and weighty in the minor. So the verse is, I will open doors no man can open. What is that movement? It's a D minor chord, right? It's a D minor 6 in a way. I play it as a D minor like this. Like a D minor 2. So rather than putting the first finger on the first fret, I move it up to the bass note here where she wanted to feel this bass move, right? So A minor over E is how it's written, to a D minor 2 over F. So the D minor is played just the, I changed it from 1, 2, 3, typical D minor, right? First finger on the E string, second finger on the third string, second fret, third finger on the second string, third fret. That's a D minor. But no, I'm going to play it with the third and fourth finger on the part of the D minor and let that E ring open. That's your 2, a D minor open 2. Or you could call it a D2, but because we put the F in the bass, it still feels like an E minor, but not that inversion, right? So that's Leanne's way of getting character out of a chord. I will open doors no man can open. Da, 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 da. You could play the melody, but I don't. I try to not to cover her melody. All right, so that's it. That's the first 2 lines. I will open doors no man can open. I will close doors no man can shut. Third line, I will make a, ooh, what's that? Normal D minor 7. So first finger covers both the first and second string on the first fret, and the second finger grabs the third string, second fret, and then your normal open D, but you don't hit the A or the E. Be careful. I will make a way. That's a C over E, played like an A minor 7, but we don't play the bass string. We're walking up on the second finger, fourth string, second fret. That gives me the E in the bass, but a high octave rather than, you could play it as a normal C chord, right? There's the C chord and ring out the E in the bass, but the inversion doesn't feel right in that progression. I will make a way where there is no way. So that chord is a D7 add 2. So it's like a D7 chord, but we didn't want to hear that. She didn't want to hear that. Oh, a typical plain D7. Everybody should know a D7. First finger, second string, first fret. In the second fret, you have the second finger on the third string and the third finger on the first string. Normal D7, but we lift. Now, I played it different to get the F sharp in the bass. Listen to that. That's very cool. I will make a way where there is no way. I'm the God of... Oh, what's that? Another bass change. It's a C chord. You could play a regular C chord with the G in the bass. That's up here, so that's what you want. I don't want my chart to go away. I'm canceling this log out because I'm looking at a chart on another computer. So that's C chord, but I lift the third finger up to the G, and I do want to hear the C ringing too, even though it's on the top. You could just lift up and mute the A string and just play the G in the bass. That wouldn't hurt, but she wanted the thicker, to hear that. Leanne hears all those chord changes. I'm the God of the impossible. That's a G sus, normal G chord, 2, 3, 4, and then first finger grabbing the second string, first fret, right? Open, resolve to the G sus. Second verse is exactly the same. Do not be afraid or be discouraged. Da, 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 dee, 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 dee. So be strong and brave. I am here to save. Right? You could kind of hinting at, sometimes I grab for decoration just something of another part of the chord to make almost sound like there's movement more than what I'm picking. And, as long as Leanne likes that, I'll do. In fact, that's in the melody. So I have to be careful to not overshadow the melody too much, unless she wants to hear that. So there you go. I'm the God of, same thing, G or C over G, God of the impossible. Chorus goes to a straight A minor, I think. Yes. You're the mighty God who doesn't lie. You live to. What's going on here? A minor chord, powerful, rootsy, settled, right? It kind of moved out of that mysterious vibe of A minor over E. Real pretty. Sounds great. But when you hit the chorus, you're the mighty God, He lifts you up and testify every word. So that's A minor to a G in the bass. All I'm doing is adding the G in the bass. Every word, D minor 7 again. Walk up, C over E is a promise. C over G, promise made, G sus. So a C over G, listen to this, sounds different than sounds slightly different. You lose that E, you get the D in the middle of the chord. Isn't that funny? God of the impossible. Now she didn't want the G7 sus, she wanted a G sus. We tried the G7 sus, but it just felt odd, so we skipped it. You're greater than our enemies, A minor, all powerful is an A minor over G. Even the gates of hell will not prevail. Now this is not prevail. What? What is that? It's kind of like an F minor over A flat. What? It puts the third of the minor in the bass. She didn't want to hear, nah. Give me some more tension. And she wanted to sing the open D. So really it's kind of like an F minor 6. Wow. There you go. Even the gates of hell will not prevail again. G sus to a resolved G. Very kind of anthemish and big. This is meant to be with a big choir shouting that out. You're the mighty God who doesn't lie. We lift you up and testify. Every word you say bows a promise made. You are greater than our enemies, all powerful. Yeah, even the gates pretty far out, okay? Just that little turn made it feel a little gospel-y. That's what she wanted. Oh, even the gates of hell, we don't sing it that way, will not prevail. That kind of almost cinematic, movie-like dramatic, big, unusual chord against us. The release, big release to a normal G, back to the verse. Da, 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 do, 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 do. Now, you see me picking it. I recommend learning I always anchor my pinky on the box of the guitar. I've seen guitar players do that. You don't have to. It just keeps me in place. So that's why you see it's like a little leg spider hanging out there. Sorry, I'm stretching that string. So you see how that works? Now, if you wanted a little more control, sorry, I'm going to grab a pick. So you could do it with a pick, right? How? Now that means you have to pick with the thumb and the first finger. Could easily do that. Get a little better definition in the bass. Sorry, I'm stretching that. You got to be careful when you hold chords. My drummer hands sometimes want to grab too hard. Okay, then the walk up. So you can pick with 3 and 4. Let's use that, and then pick the bass strings, and then you're ready for the strum. You're the God of the impossible. Not too hard though. Chorus. You're the mighty God who doesn't lie. You live and testify. Every word you say is a promise made. You are great. So one thing I've had to learn is not to treat the guitar like a drum, right? More gently. I'm always reminding myself, you dig in too hard. Sometimes I do that because I get excited. I just got to remember to hold back a little so I don't bend the notes. It's better articulation. So I'm brushing the guitar like this. So brush, 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 brush. In fact, sometimes when I'm not using a pick, I'm just brushing with my fingernails. Like when you don't see the pick. Well, how am I getting that? Sometimes I just use my fingernails like that. Now, you can see I've broken some, and I try to reinforce those. And it's much lighter. A pick can help that. All right, little pick or finger picking, however you like. You get a little more pick noise with you get pick noise with the pick. Okay, so that's verses and choruses. Yes, it's in 12/8 or 6/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could do that. Extra little notes. Learn how to make your other. Learning how to work other little melodic things, but not too busy. If somebody's singing, sometimes you just want it to sound like accompaniment. If you get too much melodic activity, it interferes with vocals. So sometimes Leanne wanted this. As long as I didn't get too chorus. You're the mighty God who doesn't lie. All right, you got it. Those are verses and choruses. Now, the funny thing is, this song, surprise, She wanted to go totally somewhere else in the bridge. After you're the mighty God, even the gates of hell will, right? That weird chord, not prevail, which is like an F minor 6, that open D with the A flat in the bass. I know. How do you play that, Carl? First finger is holding the first 3 strings in the first fret. I'm letting that fall over a bit. I don't try to do it with the pad of my finger all the way down. I let my finger lay on its side a bit. So my callus is actually built up all around this. And you should get, it's like a bar chord. You should get used to laying that finger over a bit. And then on the 3rd fret, 5th string, there's the 3rd finger holding that. And then the pinky grabs the 4th fret, 6th string. There's the A flat in the bass. Ooh. Now if you got a bass player, a piano player, and another guitar, you might just play and let somebody else get the A flat. But in this case, when we don't have a bass player, a lot of times I help our keyboard player reinforce, make sure the bass notes match. Just depends on the the band. All right, so that's not prevail against us. Then you get G sus to the resolve. Then the bridge goes, you are perfect in all of your ways. What? Wonderful, worthy of all of our praise. You are perfect. We went to F, a bar F. I'm just dropping these fingers, doing this little F, F. It's like a B flat, real quick. C chord. F. Oh, what? It's like an F over C to right back to the C. So Leanne wanted this little bluesy. All of a sudden, we went from this ominous thing to like, woo, we're happy. You are perfect in all of your ways. You are wonderful and worthy of all of our praise. You are perfect in all of your ways. You are one. And I'm literally just double knuckles, bending them down. Bar F chord, right? It's like an E moved up, fingered 2, 3, 4, right? Slid up 1, that's a bar F. And then I'm dropping into the B flat over F. C. And same thing, drop into the F chord is this, but whoops. Can't do it slow. Now I'm thinking about it too. It's like a C sus. So it's a C sus and the F, right? A minor 7, first finger, 2nd string, 1st fret, open G note to the 2nd finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret, A minor. And you can lift off, do a little movement to a G sus, don't resolve it. You are perfect in all of your ways. You are wonderful and worthy of all of our praise. You are perfect. Love it, Lord. Now, big choir. I know we're a small ensemble, but Leanne always hears bigger. So we just do it, And it's fun to go, different picture, different chapters. So that is God of the Impossible. You can write to me and get a chart, which right now is just chords over lyrics, okay? We're not doing lead sheets right now for these, and they're not even in the studio recordings. What you're seeing is live at the church as they're happening, raw, unedited, as they happen in service. So check them out there, and that's how you play God of the Impossible. Have a great day. I'll see you again here at Leanne Albrecht Worship Tribe. Bye-bye.